Hi, Math 1 students. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, guys. I want to go over two of the topics that we're going over this week. One of the ALEKS topics, the first one that you're responsible for, remember you're only responsible for four this week, is the distance between 2 points in a plane, exact answers. And we're dealing with something where we're trying to find the distance from one point to another point, okay? And to do this, we're always going to be given coordinates of one point and a coordinate of another point. And we have to use this formula right here. This is what we call the distance formula. Okay? I wrote it out for you again right here. This is the distance formula right here. x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And you take the square root of that, and it's going to give you your answer. Okay? So as you can see, make sure you guys take a look at this work, okay? Now, when you get to this step right here, after you put in all your values, you just have to follow the rules of PEMDAS, and you're going to get an answer like this. And once you, ALEKS wants you to leave it in the square root form, okay? So this distance right here, this D stands for distance, is square root of 89. So let's give this a shot. All right, so we have 2 points here, and you're going to be definitely using your calculator here, but I definitely suggest you write this out by hand, okay? So you want to find these 2 points from H to M. Now, H to M is the same thing as M to H, right? Class, the distance from your home to school is the same thing as school to home, right? So it doesn't matter which one's your point 1 and your point 2. So I'm going to use these two values right here. And then make sure you want to identify which one's your x1 and your y1. So your x1 in this case would be the 0, and your x2 would be the negative 8. Your y1 would be the negative 2, and your y2 would be the 6. Write this out because it is confusing. Don't do it in your head. So when you go back to this right here, you're basically going to fill in those values. So these are going to be your x2 minus your x1, right? Your x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1. Now don't switch positions. Please check out yesterday's video for more information. So your x1 is 0. So I'm going to type in a 0 right here. And then your x2 is negative 8. So I'm going to type in negative 8 right there. My y1 is negative 2. So I'm going to type in negative 2. And then my y1 would be 6. So we put in a 6 right there. So I'm going to solve this out, okay? So when you solve it out, so these two negatives right here are going to be a positive. So that's going to be 8. 8 squared is 64. And then right here, this is also this negative 8 right here too. And a negative 8 squared is also positive 64. So your answer is going to be the square root of 64 plus 64, which is 128. So the distance is just going to be the square root of 128. Now when it does this, it's probably going to ask you to, so you can always simplify this. You guys remember how to break this down? We worked with radicals earlier. You can break down the 128 to become 8 radical 2, okay? Let's try a different one. Let me go back and just erase these numbers. Okay. Class, you understanding this? Please check out yesterday's video for more information, okay? So my x sub 1, I want to go g to h, or h to g. Again, order doesn't matter. So I want to do negative 6 minus 1. All right, negative 6 minus 1. And then a negative 7 minus a negative 3. Okay, and I'll let you figure out the rest, okay? So solve it from there. Thanks, guys.